morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are going to work in prompt Frankenstein.
Alrighty. Today is the 18th prompt, which happens to be the 18th. I think I have my days right, finally. I've done many of these before and I always get off track somehow. Knock on wood. There is no wood. My head. Okay. Stupidly, as I'm cleaning, I'm finding things. I'm like, oh yeah, found this amazing. My sister got this for me, I think at Tuesday morning for like $1. It came with a font that's kind of Romanesque, Roman times Roman, and I think that's in here. Yeah. If you have never tried this, this is an awesome idea. My Life Mitts came up with this idea. Here is my Amy Tangerine. See, Amy, she has her own container because I lose her, and she's my favorite. This is a font. And I divide the letters up, and this is the Roman ones. And I have found 2 more different, luckily, of these kind of things that I've gotten at Target, dollar spots, and things like that. Plus I have like 5 other fonts that I found. Oh, Tuesday, Technique Tuesday. I don't even know if that's still a company anymore. But when I was into the 12 by 12 scrapbooking, they were pretty good company. And I was able to get stuff from them. And I found that lettering. Plus some stencils. Unbelievable the stuff I have that I didn't know I had, that I had forgotten I had. Somewhere is Technique Tuesday. I'm still cleaning in here. When I'm finished cleaning, I have to finish cleaning in here today. Or pretty darn close, because I still have a few more things to get back in here, and I got to clean what's in here before I can get any more in here. Does that make sense? I am not saving any more magazines. I am not saving. Let you be my witnesses. Carty, I'm counting on you. I'm not saving any more magazines. I am not tearing any more things out of magazines. I am not saving any more manila envelopes that I've received things in, because I put holes, punch holes in them. I put them in binders and use them as pockets. I have enough to start my own store. Let's just put it that way. So, okay, I started and I'm like, wait a minute. I haven't turned on the camera. So I have these. You can get at the dollar store. This is a tiny one. Admittedly, this one is kind of small, but I'm still using them. I love, they're handy. They're, see, I have little tiny acrylic stamps in here, the little checks and the weathers and tags and arrows and a little tiny camera. And My Life Mitts did this. It's not my idea. She stamped the image much nicer and neater, because she's much nicer and neater. And then put the image on the lid so you can find what's in here. And this is a lid that I broke. Granted, when you buy them at the dollar store, they're kind of cheap. There, that one. There's a stamp. Anyhow, I have various different kinds. These are really tiny. Here's a paintbrush. Mountains and weather stuff. But anyhow, they're storageable. Good storageable ability in those little containers. So, I am doing Frankenstein. Now, let me show you Frankenstein in my other formats, whatever they're called. My altered book. Oh, that's Alfred Hitchcock. My altered book. This one I did way ahead of time because I couldn't help myself. And now I can't find him. Where is he? Ah, that was marbled paper, black paint, a sticker, words, and then the numbers that I created. I love this one. And then my Traveler's Notebook. No, my Pear Tea Stickers Notebook. That's Alfred Hitchcock. This is, because Crafty Hodges just did a video on how she gets her bodies. This is a body out of a Rolling Stone magazine that I cannibalized. Made him short legs because there's his knees. His arms stretch over into the ravens. And then I made out of a green Post-it his face from these green watercolor Post-it that I got in New York last year. And this is Frankenstein got caught casual at a denim fashion show. Just because it's fun. And then yeah, Frankenstein. I'm all confused. Frankenstein is not done on here, but Hitchcock is. Okay, I gotta finish Frankenstein here. This is getting kind of full. It's all kinds of different. I was going to stick to a lot of watercolor and collage work on here, but it's varied since then. And there's stickers, just little things, like just one crow for the birds, for Hitchcock, a dictionary reference for frog. Fun. Fun. Okay, so now we are going to be doing Traveler's Notebook, Frankenstein. So I'm using some of these stamps that I just found again, and these are border Happy Halloween and these little tiny pumpkins. And I'm doing this because basically I don't know what else I'm going to do yet. Okay. I think I'm just using this other piece of paper to go off the edge, which I don't need it on this side because it won't hit the table. So today's the first day in 2.5 weeks. No construction workers. Woohoo! We're done. About about 3/5 of our house's foundation has been rebuilt. The wood part. So, and next week the parties start. So I got to get going here. All right. I have 2 big Halloween parties. One is a luncheon, one is family. My idea is to spell Frank in all these fonts that I'm finding that I had lost. Spell Frank across here, just Frank for Frankenstein, and then put a collage type person over all of that. So I'm going to go fast forward because that's just painstaking. Where's my block? Here's my block. And I have letters too. So I might use some of these. And I'm not cannibalizing well, I might. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, here we go. I'm going to fast forward. Hopefully put on some music, if I remember. And stamp Frank 100,000 times. So, here we go. Cue the music. Okay, so much time spent. I only got this part done and this part done. It is extremely messy. I don't like it. So I'm not sure if that's going to stay. But I need to move forward. So we're going to move into paper. And if I find some paper that I like out of this thousands and thousands of choices. Ooh. San Francisco, that's New York. We need to use it. I might cover this all up. I might, oh, you know what? I'm going to cover it up with this grid paper and then start again. Yes. let's go a different direction. So, Frankenstein. Let me think. Ooh, that could work. This green could work, possibly. Oh, you know what? I saved a cross-stitch magazine. Let's see if there's any Frankenstein patterns in here. Wait a minute. Which one is this? This is this year's. Okay. Sometimes they have Frankenstein in cross-stitch. Let's see if we can find one. Haunted house. Pumpkin. Haunted house. Well, ooh, the raven. Ooh. No Frankenstein there. Revenge of the Creature. Oh, cute. Oh, that could work. Monster movie. Alright, if we don't find Frankenstein, we might use that. Ghosty books. A snow globe. Witch with books. Eyeballs and ghosts. Broom closet. Cute little thing. I am going to do a, ooh, I love this. I am going to do a house tour once my house is decorated. I've done it before, but I didn't have to take down my other channels. I took them down voluntarily because of peace in my family. My husband's family is crazy. I didn't say that. I'm probably going to get in trouble for that. I'm just not finding Frankenstein here. I'm sure there was a Frankenstein. Oh, this is so cute. Cute little witches. Where's Frankenstein in your cross-stitch, people? Birdhouses. Big witch. Valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no evil. Yes. Okay. A choker. No, Frankenstein. Alright, we're going to nix that idea. This is some paper I collected the other day. What was in here? Oh, here's all my stuff. Let's see if we can find Frankenstein in here. Ooh, this is like a New Orleans mansion. That could be Frankenstein's house. Okay, let's see if we can find Frankenstein in here. I don't think there is one. I could use this writing, though. And this writing. Gonna need these skulls pretty soon. Graveyard song. Oh, okay. I did color this. This was out of a Charles Dickens children's book that had great illustrations, and I colored it. That could be Frankenstein before he went on the operating table. Edgar Allan Poe. Things I was using the other day. I needed these. Now you know how I lose everything, right? Alright, let's see if we can make this work from this pile right here. Monster manners. Only spook when spooking too. Avoid biting when simple hello will do. Keep your spells to yourself. Brush your fangs. No gobbling your food. And cover your mouth when coughing. Oh my God, this is going to go in. Mind your mummy. Treat everybody with respect. Never serve your friends steaks or sandwiches. Don't eat the trick or treaters. Oh my God, that is too cute. I got this at a scrapbook convention in Charlotte probably years and years and years ago, because I haven't been to that thing in 6 or 7 years at least. And it's torn edges. Okay, we're just going to go with that. All right, let's move all this junk out of the way. This is how my life goes. I pull all this stuff out, then I put it in another pile, and then when I want it, I can't find it. That's how all that happens. But we are going to cover this up, because let's just work on these. And I'll glue them in, because I don't like that, how it went. Now, the only thing with using this is I'm going to have to cut it, because it's 4 layers of paper, and it won't go through the spine at all. It won't even fit on one side. Maybe this is going to have to go in my altered book. Okay. But I love it. And it's a Monster Manners thing. Okay, we're going to try. Alright, let's layer some of this stuff and see if we can make this work. Well, that's not going to fit with that. Alright. Let's just go with Frankenstein before he went under the knife. He was removed from a churchyard. And it is, and this is the operating room, is in this house. It is cold. We actually have our windows open, which is not easy to do around here because the dogs next door bark, which, knock on wood, right now they're not barking. And the chicken smell from the yard next door also. Same house. Oops, I'm not supposed to complain. Sorry. I'm just putting this writing paper, 1, to use it up, 2, to add a little color, or lack thereof. All this green goes gorgeously together. Is that a word? I don't think so. So, we can do this. Let's add some of this black. Should we add purple in here? No. Oh, sorry. Still have major tickle in my throat. But this greenish, this is Jane Davenport. This might go good in here with this greenhouse. Or put it up here. I like that. Let's glue some of the elements down so they don't keep moving on us. Okay, your fire update. I saw something come across the scroll or whatever. Oh, our president was in our state last night. Ugh. Endorsing our governor, who happens, never mind. Let's not talk about it. It's just tragic. But firefighters from 14 states and Australia are starting to work with the California fire. It's amazing. Australia. So thank you, Australia. 41 people have died. Over 200,000 acres. I wrote some facts down because it's turning up like 10th on the news feed. This is a gigantic 220,000 acres, 41 dead, 50 billion annually is the revenue from wine and tourism, which will be mostly gone this whole year. The grapes were just picked. 11,000 firefighters, helicopters and tankers dropping chemicals. The PGA golf event that was at the Silverado Country Club ended Sunday, and last Sunday, and that Sunday night is when the fire started. The Safeway is sponsored by Safeway, which is the company my dad worked for, and a lot of the Silverado Country Club has been damaged. 8 vineyards, large vineyards destroyed, and many small independent ones destroyed and damaged. 17 states and Australia sent firefighters to help. And there's still so many people missing. But it's hard to tell who went off with friends to stay somewhere else. I don't know if my mom and dad have reached our friends that have lost their house, apparently. Now I want this green part of this Jane Davenport paper to show up. And again, I don't think Trump has even acknowledged the fact that there's a fire there. Because, you know, California's Democrat. We're kind of in the category that the way he's treating Puerto Rico right now. Or we. I say we. I still consider myself a Californian. I spent my entire childhood there except for about 3 years. Okay, now he's going to go behind. And I really don't need all this, so I'm going to cut some of this down because I can use it somewhere else. Yeah, I kind of wanted it like that. Right, and I want this. Yeah. This glue is really messy. I usually don't get the blue one by Yoo-Hoo, and it's super goopy. Oops, it's making me angry. So we don't have paint class today. I could finally go back and we didn't have it. They're doing some kind of contest at our state fair is going right now. And the church where the paint classes, all the classes are held, is somehow involved in fundraising for the state fair. I don't understand how all that works. But no paint class. My husband didn't have his Bob Hope SOS. What are they called? SOS? There's a man that traveled with Bob Hope. And when he did all the shows for the soldiers in different wars. And he's telling stories. And my husband loves those shows. Okay, so when it goes together, it's going to go together like this. Oh, not bad. This might be one, I say this every time, this might be one of my favorite ones. All right, let's add a little black. I don't care if some of the paper shows. In fact, I'm going to leave a little bit showing here because there's a little bit stuff popping out everywhere. Ugh. Yucky glue stick. Okay, I'm not going to cut that. I'm not going to cut any of it. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, I love this. All right, let's do, can we do Frank F? R-A-N. Okay, yes we can. My husband leaves tomorrow for California. I think I'm going to spell it. First of all, I need to rip this. I just like ripped edges. Normally I would save that. I'm throwing it away now. I don't have room for those tidbits everywhere. Okay, F. And I started to say yesterday and I got sidetracked and I didn't finish my sentence, which happens a lot. I'm thinking about packaging up some of this stuff. But since I don't have any followers, I don't know how I'm going to tell people, I'll sell you packets of this stuff for shipping, reimbursement. I hate throwing it away. I'm not throwing it away. but I don't have room for it all. That's the problem. Okay, let's... Oh, well, it's going to be black here. Oh, I know. I have teal. Teal will go with these two colors a little bit and the house. Love it. So this was Frank before he was Frankenstein. Much better than what it was going to look like, I must say. Now let's see if we can get it into the book. Okay, so this gets glued here. Oh dear. This is where I don't cut straight. Okay. Let's cut the top up here. It's a little bit too long. Much better. Okay, now let's try to glue this side in over this mess. Much better than what it was going to be, I must say. Let's leave that board in there. I think they have a new one now. They probably have several because they have the train station and all these other locations. I'm confused on some of it, but Traveler's Notebooks. This was one of the first things I ever bought, the boarding pass thing. That was still Traveler's Company. Or was that right when they moved their name around and kind of diverted? I don't remember. Okay, now this all has to kind of Tetris together here. This, as far as coloring, as far as originality, as far as cool, is my favorite. That looks like it's got to glue in better. It will once it dries. Is awesome. So this is Frank before surgery. And I need to add that down here somewhere. I love how that came together. Before the knife. I love this. I can't help it. I do it. I do. Alright, I gotta put these together so that they dry good. Alright, I need to put in here Frank. Or the 18th. Maybe I'll put the 18th right there. I love this. Even the blue lines from the grid paper kind of work in. So ephemera, black cardstock, craft paper, magazine picture, child's coloring book picture that I colored with colored pencils. That is my style. That's what I want to do lots of right here, with a story mixed in, and some Jose Naranja grids. This needs to mesh. Let's trap this baby for overnight. Okay, thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe. What else am I supposed to say? Oopsie, not that. Thank you. Not that again. Okay, we'll put that someplace else. And that's how I work right there. You just saw it. Finding stuff, making it work, throwing some pieces away these days. Just very hard for me to do, but I'm doing it. And making it all work. So, see you all tomorrow.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have fun. I hope you're always processing when I'm processing. That's my wish.